Hello out there in TV land.
As I always say, my job as a finologist is never truly done. There is always someone or something that just demands my attention. Truthfully, I haven't cared about anything that has been going on with the WWE since about 2013 or 2014. Early on in life, I wrote wrestling off as something that just wasn't for me. I always had this question like, what would I get out of it? What could I find appealing about wrestling? I think I have the answer to that question. A few days ago, I was just minding my business, but the one thing about finology is that a case can fall out of the blue. It could just come from anywhere. I don't go looking for cases, they just fall on my desk. Then the next thing you know, I'm in the lab for weeks. I have suddenly found myself in the lab behind Jimmy and Jey Uso. I'm not a woman who likes to admit when she's been gotten. Like, I never want to admit that any man has me weak in the knees. Never going to do that, but I've been got. They got me. A few days ago, I knew nothing about anything, but there's a bloodline, something about a tribal chief. Jey and Jimmy reunited, but a lot of people say that Jey should have held out longer. I don't know what any of that means, but suddenly I need to know. I need to know. This is all my other cases have been thrown to the side. Right now, Jimmy is a personal favorite. He has what I like to call in finology the two F's, funny and fine. That puts him up higher than the rest right now. But Jey. I've been doing finology for many years, so I've seen fine in all kind of forms, but this is something new. This is something uncharted. I don't even know where I'm going right now, but I'm happy to be here. And I understand that they are related to this man, and you don't even have to watch wrestling to know that this man is, yes, I do the cooking, yes, I do the cleaning fine. I'm willing to put my finology license on the line when I say this, but I do believe that Mr. Roman Reigns might be the finest man in the entertainment business right now. I ask myself, who's finer than him? I'll have to get into the lab and test him against like maybe Keith Powers or something, but if not the finest, definitely in the top 5, but that's another case for another day. And I just wanted to take a moment to say, Father God, I see how you show up and show out for some of your other children. And I'm not saying that you have favorites or anything like that, but I'm just saying I see what you do for others. I see. I see. But yeah, I think I may be into wrestling now. I think it still comes on TV. I'm pretty sure there has got to be a WWE app, right? I'll know before the day is over with. This is not about personal pleasure at all. This is strictly for research purposes. I get nothing out of finology. It's just what I do. It's just my calling. So I've decided that it's time for me to expand my horizons, because when it came to finology, I was mainly focused on Black culture, but there's a whole world out there. And I just need to explore it. It needs my attention. Yeah, it definitely needs my attention. Absolutely. Recently, my passion for finology caused me to stumble into the WWE universe, a universe that I didn't really know like that because wrestling, she wasn't my thing. Even though I knew that I didn't really know nothing about wrestling, I still felt like it was important for me to get into the lab with Roman Reigns and Jimmy and Jey Uso. As I've been conducting my research, I realized now that it's kind of beyond finology at this point. Now I'm surprisingly intrigued by what's going on. That the bloodline storyline, she got me. And I know y'all thinking, girl, what the hell you been at? But one of my favorite sayings is that art and entertainment have no expiration date. To me, it doesn't matter how long it took you to get there, as long as when you got there, you enjoyed yourself. And right now, I'm enjoying myself. Anywho, like I said, I've been doing the research, and I know now that Jimmy, Jey, and Roman, they come from a iconic family of wrestlers. They family got credentials that go back way before I was even born. But right now I'm focused on the Bloodline story. Now mind you, I didn't know none of this last week, but I know now Jimmy and Jey tag team champions, right? I think Roman was in something called the Shield, but now he that guy. He Mr. WWE from what I've been seeing. This is just a little rundown of what I think I know now. Please correct me because I know I'm gonna be wrong. So Solo, who I know now is Jimmy and Jey little brother, and Jimmy and Jey, Roman, and a dude named Sammy Ryan. That's the original Bloodline, I think. I don't know how they all got there yet, but I'ma find out. As I've been conducting my research, I see that the storylines in wrestling get a little messy. From what I've gathered so far is that Roman was the tribal chief, but I guess he was on some dictatorship type of stuff. He wanted to be the head of the table, and he wanted these other dudes to be under him. But long story short, I guess they wasn't going. A lot of rebellion, a lot of betrayal, then some reuniting. We end up with Roman, Jimmy, and Jey. They back together, and Solo got his own bloodline. This is messy. So by the time I was finding all this out, the girls was telling me that there was gonna be this crown jewel event that I should watch. It's on Peacock. I'm like, I haven't sat down and watched nothing wrestling related in about 10 years, over 10 years. But you know what? I'ma watch it. Now, Jimmy, Jey, and Roman were my sole reasoning for watching it. Like, they was the whole reason I was there. And they gonna get on there and lose. But I hope that means that the Bloodline storyline is going to continue, because now I'm invested, and at the end of the day, I'm merely just a woman. So I want to see Roman become the tribal chief again. I don't really know. Maybe Solo deserves it, because from what I was seeing, he wants people to be equal, but Roman wants people to be under him. But I'm gonna be on his side. It's beyond the Fineology. Wherever these three go, I want to go. Whatever they're doing, I want to watch it. But my job as a Fineologist in the WWE universe is nowhere near done. I have to get into the women. There are still so many other men that I have to get into. I am going to be in the lab forever. Here's an update on where I'm at with the Bloodline right now. And yeah, I'm stressed the fuck out. No one told me that it would get this intense. No one told me that I would find my heart fully invested in everything going on. I just got into all of this in October, like October 26th to now. That's how long I've been in it. I just got out here. It was just supposed to be about Fineology, but I'm in it now. I've used and abused the WWE section in the Peacock app trying to learn everything I need to know. A girl, I think her name was Ash, she gave me 4 hours of Bloodline knowledge. Shout out to her. I've picked my side. I'm gonna stand beside them. But the thing is, they've been getting their asses beat since I've been tuning in. Did I come at a bad time, guys? The crown jewel thing was the first thing I watched as I was trying to step back into the WWE universe, and they got beat up. And on SmackDown last night, oh my God. But I'm trying to stand beside them because I'm loyal. But Solo side looking real good right now. In more ways than one, but this ain't about the Fineology right now. And their 5th member, I don't know him like that yet, but just looking at him, yeah, the OG Bloodline got me feeling like Janet Jackson and Why Did I Get Married Too? I need them to fix it.
Please fix it. Fix it. Fix it.
But I'ma stick beside them. I still got faith. I'm just saying it ain't looking that good right now, but you know, maybe that's just how they standing up. They don't want it to look that good right now, you know? I'ma be watching this because they got me. They got me. I'm too invested. I gotta know how it all plays out now. Sammy, Jimmy, Jey, and Roman, and whoever they 5th member gonna be, because I don't know. But I haven't been out here in these WWE streets that long, so it's probably gonna be somebody I don't even know. But we'll see. My heart can't take too many more of these ass whoopings. It's stressing me out. Here's another update on where I'm at with the bloodline, and as a person who has decided that they're going to stick beside the OG bloodline no matter what, I'm still stressed the fuck out. After the last SmackDown, I was thinking, okay, things look pretty decent for the OG bloodline. Paul Heyman, the wise man, came out. He brought their fifth member, CM Punk. That unlocked a new character for me because I've only been out here for about a month, so that was my first time seeing him. I have to lock in on him, and I will. Anywho, that had me thinking like, okay, things look decent, things look good. No. I feel like I haven't been locked in long enough to form an opinion about anything. So I've been paying attention to what the real wrestling fans had to say about all of this, and it's not sitting well with me. I want Roman to be the tribal chief again, but I'm seeing a lot of people thinking that he might get backdoored at WarGames. A lot of people thinking Paul Heyman, the wise man, might have something up his sleeve. And I'm like, okay, cool, I can deal with it as long as Roman, Jey, and Jimmy stay together. But no, a lot of people are pointing the finger at Jimmy. They're saying that if Paul Heyman does have a secret motive, that Jimmy knows all about it. Cause supposedly Paul winked at him. I ain't seen no wink, but let me go back and check the footage. Maybe I was too focused on the Fineology in the moment that I didn't see the wink. That affects me because like I've said, I'm gonna stick beside the OG bloodline no matter what. But I've also decided within myself that if something happens between the OG bloodline, then I'm sticking with Jimmy. So people thinking he's going to switch up at WarGames is not sitting well within my spirit. I'm just wondering what in the hell is Jimmy gonna have me standing beside? I don't know what the hell gonna happen at WarGames. In a perfect world, the OG bloodline would come out on top with Roman being the tribal chief again, and nobody would have switched up on nobody. Then since people say that Roman don't apologize, like he didn't apologize to Sammy, he didn't apologize to Jey for all that he did, all he said was yeet. Maybe Roman would turn to Solo and he would apologize to him, and it'll just lead to everybody making up. Then it could be just a whole big bloodline. But the world isn't perfect, and I just hope that Jimmy doesn't drag me into any bullshit. Like I said, I don't think I've been out here long enough to have a credible opinion on anything, but I won't lie. When I saw the lineup, I did think to myself, oh my God, Jey about to get his ass beat. And he did. I'm just playing. Jey did what he could with what he was up against. I wouldn't wish for any man to have to get into the ring with Jacob Fatu alone or with a group of others. I haven't been here that long, but even I see that this man is a problem. The pearls are definitely clutched anytime he's on the screen. It's your world, sir, and I'm just living in it. So when it comes to WarGames in a couple hours, I'm gonna need Jimmy, Jey, and Roman to let Sammy and CM Punk handle Jacob, and I think Bronson Reed, dude, y'all let them handle that. Y'all go handle the other people. I just don't need nobody to get hurt. And yeah, I'm just gonna end this by saying I love Solo too, Jacob. It's your world and I'm just living in it. Please. Here's an update on how I feel after watching WarGames last night, and there's only one way to really describe that feeling. As a person who was going for the OG bloodline, I won't lie, they had me in the first half. I just got into all of this at the end of October, and since I've been watching it in real time, the OG bloodline been getting beat up. And last night, I just wanted to see them win one time in real time. I just wanted to see it once. And in the first half, it just felt like I wasn't gonna get that. First of all, Solo team show up, they united, they together, they ready for war. Then the OG bloodline come in, they separated, and I just didn't feel like they was war ready. I wasn't feeling it in my spirit. Then you got Roman and CM Punk beefed out in the cage together. It was just so much sassiness between these two that I definitely need to go back and see what's they beef. What is they problem with each other? I don't really know. I gotta go see what is the beef, what is the problem for real. Because when Roman got in that ring and he helped everybody up but CM Punk, I was over it. Let's put the differences aside and let's just win. But they brought it together in the end, and I finally got to see the OG bloodline in real time win something, and it was magical. I don't know what favor Paul Heyman owes CM Punk now, but right now it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure it's gonna matter in the future. I know it's gonna come back and it's gonna matter. But right now, I'm just so happy they won. Ugh. Now, I saw a lot of theories before War Games, but the only one that really had me like, wait a minute, was the fact that Jimmy might get there and switch up. Y'all had me scared with that one. That was the one. That was the one theory y'all had me scared with because Jimmy is my favorite. And if he had turned his back on the OG bloodline, then I would have had to turn my back on them too. And I ain't want to do that, but I was going to go wherever he went. But no, Jimmy did his thing in there last night. As a person who has only been a fan of him for a month, I am so proud of him. But at the end of the day, truthfully, I like everybody now. I like Solo and his bloodline. Tama Tonga, fine. This is not about Fineology right now. I mean, he was very entertaining to watch. I just like everybody now, so I need to know where everybody gonna be at. Cause I feel like this isn't the end for the bloodline. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some more dealing with that in the future. But I'm pretty sure in the meantime, in between time, everybody else gonna be doing their own thing. So I know Jey on Monday Night Raw, right? And Raw about to be on Netflix. I know that. Wherever Jimmy gonna be in the WWE universe, I need to be there to see it. I know he got injured last night. He broke his toe, so maybe he gonna be out for a little bit. You learn so much and it's still so much you don't know. It's still so much I gotta figure out.
I don't want to cry.